Hey, what's up, YouTube? Well, it's going to be update day. I got a lot done in this barn, probably since my last video. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I got some done. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you what we got going on, where we're at, and where we're heading. So, let me get going. Well, I ended up building kind of like a staircase. Not kind of, but I did build a staircase. And all I really did was built an outer wall, and I got the redhead anchors down into concrete. And I also have an inner wall I kind of built. So it kind of goes up in there, down to the floor, same thing. Got that sucker. I think I got it screwed down. Yeah, that one's got redheads in it too, as you can see. So both of these walls are plenty to support these stairs. Now these are pretty tall though. I will say that. I did stretch the limits. It is a 12-foot ceiling, and they do go up pretty tall. But I got them anchored in, you know, they're anchored into the wall, they're anchored into this wall. Everything's anchored real nice and glued. Glued all the treads in, screwed them down, and that's what they look like. So let's go up. Here's kind of something I might want to hit on. You've probably seen it, but I had this piece of OSB wedged in between the 2x4 wall and a stringer. As you can see it there. It just makes it easier when I finish this wall. I put something here. I can just cut a angle on the piece of OSB and just lay it right in there. My last barn I didn't do that. I had to cut the shape. It was a pain in my ass. So I learned from that one. All right, so this is going to be like the attic storage area. We're not putting a lot of weight up here. You know, bins with clothes, stuff like that. So some people will say, you got to put a support wall underneath there. I kind of do here. This is kind of a support wall already. You know, all this, but don't think I need it. Not for what we're doing. I mean, you're basically going to have a couple 100 pounds in here, you know, a few hundred at the most. So, anyways, I got 16-inch centers, and I just used 2x8 joists and 2x8 deck hangers. Everything screwed. Got all the screws in there, real nice. And then once I finished all that, I just put some visqueen, or that's what we call it, vapor barrier, whatever. I think it's 6 mil, same thing I used on the walls. And I stapled it underneath. And I'm starting to finish. I'll show you what I got going on over there. Here's something else I kind of made a mistake on. I put FJ channel right here, but what it did is it exposed, you know, a nice sharp edge all the way down where these stairs are. So I just bought some foam insulation. Got her rigged up in there real nice. It should be sticking better, but I got that all the way down. Protect that edge all the way to where I'm going to probably build a wall and a doorway. One of my other videos, I had somebody comment or ask why, you know, why I didn't hit more on my spacing of my girts here. So all I did is I knew what my sheet was from top to bottom. I knew how many girts I had, had in there. You just do the math, divide it up, and I tried to get them equally spaced as much as I could. And I don't think they're perfect, but it doesn't really matter. All it is somewhere for your screws to go for your wall. And if you want them to look uniform, just get center of each one equally spaced. And maybe the bottom, from the bottom to this one, the same as the top, want the gap here. Make that gap the same as that gap, and these two may have to be a little different. I don't know. Let's do the math. All right, something else a commenter made, which it was my mistake. I knew I was making it as I was doing this. I should have started this first panel over there, and then the next piece laps over, laps over, laps over. That way you would get nice clean. You won't see the seam. So my seam, you can see it, but it's not bad. But, you know, in my defense, what if I was over here a lot? Standing over here looking this way. Well, now it looks good, doesn't it? You know, yeah, you're gonna come through a doorway a lot, but to me, I don't care about that stuff. This wall, I'm gonna start from this way and come this way with the steel, because I got all the outlets already put in the walls, figured off of doing it that way. That's why when I got to that point, I just had to keep going, because my outlets were already mounted for coming from this way, or I mean this way. So anyways, Yeah, I realize that. My mistake. No big deal though. Okay, we're up here by the doorway. So I climb a ladder. I'm showing you this detail I did here. So you know behind here is the soffit. It's vented. And I'm going to spray insulation in here. It's going to kind of roll down on top of this insulation and kind of seal all that up real good. Same thing on this side. I'm going to spray the insulation, you know, up to the top of the truss cord here. And that's it. I'm going that high with it. Because I'm going to have a floor in there. But anyways, it won't be the R38 I'm looking for, just because of the distance I have there, but it'll work. And all this is that home wrap stuff you use, and I'm just using it for a deflector. And basically, it's all its job is really just to kind of make sure you got a venting up here still for your venting, and I'm going to spray the insulation, you know, right almost to the top of that, so it doesn't roll into the soffit and plug it. So a nice, cheap, easy way to do it. It's all, you know, all the job is the deflector and allowing venting to the soffit. That's all this job is. You can see the soffit right there in the venting, right there, a little taller. And I'm just going to spray up to almost the top of it. It'll be fine. I may even taper it and go a little bit. Well, I really can't go any taller because my floor is going to be on top of that. So I'm only getting 8 inches, if that, of insulation because of putting the floor in. Well, that's going to pretty much cover my update where I'm at on our barn. Like I said, button up the ceiling, got to get all the plastic all the way to the ends. I got to get all that finished on the other side, all the venting, you know, that deflector up there on that side. And then I'm pretty much ready to start spraying some insulation in that sucker. And that'll be another video later. So thanks for watching. If you commented before and I hit some of the questions you had, or you know, some of you guys call me out on some mistakes, and that's fine because I make them. And like the direction of the steel, if you know what you're doing on these things, you catch that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next video.